going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Tatum at the 4 with Kata in at the 5. White and Brown are the wingmen, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. Now here's Maxey. Embiid, a screen on Simons. Maxey, boom, he jams it straight down.
Maxey is such a crafty finisher. Let him get to the rim, and he'll make the most of it.
There's Simons with a 3. They get it back. Outside White to the inside. Here's Brown, and Embiid with the block. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Only 6'2", but Maxey got some spring in his step.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Well, Joel Embiid rarely wanted to share all of his cards, but coming off of what he called the most important offseason of his life, he said he cares about how he'll be remembered in the game of basketball, and he understands what remains to be done.
Chasing that ring. Shams, appreciate the report.
The control and focus from Embiid, able to absorb hits from the defense and still finish.
Oubre with a steal. Here we go, one-on-one. George passes to Embiid, out to Oubre. Embiid, a screen on Tatum. Back to Embiid. The layup off target.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Tatum finds Simons. Here's Kata, Maxey covering, and here's Brown for 3. Drills it from deep.
Now, Jaylen Brown gets his feet set in the catch and shoot and just drills it.
Left side Maxey, pass to Embiid. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, BA, I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Don't sleep on Jason Tatum's athleticism. This guy attacks the basket with ferocity.
Embiid inside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Celtics ball.
The Celtics have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Simons against Maxey. Here's the teardrop. Simon's shot is good.
And it's tough to defend the pick and roll with Simons running it. He's got a great sense of that set.
Oubre, a screen on White. Here's Maxey into the lane. Oh, wait a second here, guys. We got a whistle, and it's on the defense. So a shooting foul on the dunk. Chance to grab those 2 points coming up here at the line. Philadelphia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
They set the pick. Brown with it. Oubre picks him up. Clock at 6. Here's Tatum. Here's Kata. Edwards pulls it in.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
White against Maxey. Driving in. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Maxey's got 8 points.
You know, you have to love how strong Maxey takes it inside. Feels like he can beat everyone to the cup.
The drive by Simons. Offensive rebound. Kick out to Brown. Outside White. 3-pointer. sends it home from three-point land.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rising fire from three-point, and it is on target.
And he drives in. Here's Embiid. Boston with a rebound. Kid has got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. There's Simons with a 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
You can't give Simons any room from that corner spot.
George drives in. And the jam by George.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Here's Tatum. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
You've also got to love the way they've been crashing the offensive glass. Multiple opportunities, not giving up on possessions. Beautiful.
On the court right now for the Celtics. White and Brown are the wingmen. Chris Boucher out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Simons in at the 1.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Simons passes to White. Tatum a screen on Edwards. And here's Boucher. And Embiid with the block.
And you have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. To the middle. Here's Boucher, and finished off by Boucher.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there, just takes his 2 points, moves on. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Bia. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels, I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it." And what does this team want from him? He said, be aggressive, don't defer. And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Guys, back to you.
An impact player. Thank you, Allie.
I'd say like lightning. Kelly Oubre flashes through on the drive. No one quick enough to stop him.
Simons passes to Boucher. Tatum against Oubre. Tatum to the rack. It's hauled in by Oubre.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
And here is Maxey. Give him 8. To the paint. Tipped. And stolen by Brown. And Boston pushing it up now. Oh, George with a steal. White against Edwards. George passes to Embiid. And stolen by Brown. Simons outside. On the take. Oh, and that one, no question. Powered it down.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Brown with it, picked up by Embiid. Boucher passes to White. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, White with the soft touch on the floater.
Soft touch by Derek White. The floater, not an easy shot, but he puts that one on target.
George scanning the floor. He takes it in. No good there. Brown with some nice D. With the teardrop. Inside. White gets it to go.
Well, Derek White fearless on the interior right there. Tremendous finish.
Oubre, a screen on White. Out to Oubre. Embiid inside, covered by Boucher. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
At the line for 2.
And even with the coaches challenging, after the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned. Even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Well, that's about the mobility of Chris Boucher and the feel of the spot to roll to on the floor. Nicely done.
Oh, my! That's why we had those breakaway rounds.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Brown against George. Boucher outside. Fires for 3. He buries it from 3. Boucher's got 7 points in the game.
Well, this is what Chris Boucher does. Loves to stretch the defense with his shooting ability.
Maxey finds Embiid. And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes. So easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
They've got Andre Drummond, Kyle Lowry out there with Edgecombe. Then there's Eric Gordon, and it's Walker in at the 4-man position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Well, when we talk about what it takes to win a championship, star power is often the first thing mentioned to us.
Well, B.A., we know that talent is what wins basketball games at any level. There's no question. You need one star, and more often than that, at least another. But really, overall roster construction is critical.
Hits the three-pointer. 10 points for him.
I like when Boucher is aggressive looking for his opportunities offensively. Nice little made jump shot right there.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Lowry. Boston pulls it in. Boucher up top. Drummond defending. Outside for Boucher. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Hauser outside. Over Edgecombe. Why not? Tries again. Can't capitalize inside. 76ers trail by 8. Lowry into the lane. Walker passes to Drummond. Walker, a good look. Hauser grabs the board.
No one in his way. You have got to make the defense pay. That's a quality mid-range look right there.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Here's Edgecombe. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Count it.
Yeah, I like when Edgecombe is aggressive like this inside because he's very skilled at converting from there.
And Pritchard, here we go. Boucher, no good. The 76ers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Drummond with the screen. Gordon, the pass to Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Boy, how about the quick elevation by Andre Drummond? Doesn't miss an opportunity when it's that easy.
Pass to Minot. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Here's Edgecombe. And the layup falls. Edgecombe's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
So far, Graham, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete, and I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
Lowry, no good. Celtics lead by 8. Outside Pritchard. Here's Minot. Boucher outside. Outside Pritchard. Shot clock at 5. Boucher a screen on Lowry. Here's Pritchard. And he misses his first shot.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Walker sets a screen. Inside. And the jam by Walker.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Outside Pritchard. There's 42 seconds left in the 3rd. Drummond on the double team. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Boucher, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Wow, don't let the lean frame fool you. A ferocious finish on that dunk by Chris Boucher.
Over to the left wing. Here's Edgecombe, defended by Hauser. Here's Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Pass to Minot. That shot missing. And so it's Boston with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Derek White out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Queta in at center. Right side, Oubre. Embiid, a screen on Brown. George passes to Embiid. Embiid elevates!
Yeah, Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Celtics.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second-chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Simons with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Maxey against White. Pass to Queta. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Maxey attacking. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Simons deciding where to go with it. To the paint. The kick out to White. Down low. Here's Kata. White outside. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That'll be a second foul of the game.
A terrific box out that draws the over-the-back call.
Well, just good fundamental basketball. You go hunt a body, make sure you box out. Good job.
Inside, Embiid gets the advantage.
Flat out dominant. Joel Embiid having his way tonight.
And there's a pick. Brown banks it home. Big shot.
I'll tell you an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Yes, using that window.
You have got to respect that about Oubre. He believes in himself even in the tight spots of the game.
Simons against Maxey. Banks it home. Big shot.
And I think it's time to put multiple bodies on it.
Personal foul.
76ers trail by 8. Now Edwards. A one-handed jam. Rocking the rim.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. There's a screen. Simons. And it's blocked by Embiid. Brown against George. Here's Oubre. Oh, the stuff.
This guy is such a tough cover in the pick and roll. Paul George threading the needle perfectly. Excellent pass.
Simons against Maxey. Now Simons. Using the glass to lay it in.
This kid has it. Simons big late in the game.
Now Oubre. It's stolen by Tatum. Simons jams it home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Tyrese Maxey lives for these moments. Loves coming through in the clutch.
It's stolen by Maxey.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Maxey attacking.
And what a slash by Maxey. I mean, so good at forcing the defense's hand.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that brings him within 5.
Sixers, Tyrese Maxey.
Both free throws good from Maxey.
Those are big free throws. Now they need some defensive stops.
And it's Simons with the ball for the Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. White against Edwards. And Embiid with the block.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
That's just poor clock management defensively. And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Oubre, a screen on White. Maxey! He's off from 3. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
And a 3 would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that.
For the tie! Can't get the 3. And so it's Boston who scrapes by with the win. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again.
Big thank you.
And that's going to do
Philadelphia 76.
And when you look at these two teams tonight, GA both have a number of veterans on their roster.
Well, we hear all the time about how valuable having experienced players can be. And clearly, both of these teams have bought into that philosophy.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Gary Harris is out there with Jackson. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Maxey. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo, Maxey passes to Oubre. And Maxey with the basket on the assist by Oubre.
You know, Maxey finds all kinds of ways to score, and he knows only one speed. Flat out, all out.
Giannis a screen on Maxey. Harris outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Good luck against Giannis in the paint. Get out of the way is probably your best option.
And George kicks to Oubre. Oh, good on the 3. Here's Milwaukee now. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Now here's Edwards. Following the miss by Giannis. Edwards drives in. Can't connect from short range.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Embiid. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. George with the ball. Picked up by Turner. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
Boy, this big guy, Joel Embiid, is a center with an awesome dunking arc.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
And George with the stuff.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game.
First team.
Here's Giannis. 6 points for him. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's George. Count it.
That's just strength from Paul George. I mean, fighting through the contact, doing a good job of it there.
And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same, but can he hold off Father Time?
Prince off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Oubre sets the screen for George. Oubre kicks to George. Lock at 6. Driving inside. That one falls. George has got 7 points in the game.
George can be so deadly on the drive. He's got great quickness. He sees an opening and takes it right away.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, back and forth. How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
Now here's Giannis. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Paul George again. He's got 11.
One of the things that separates George from other wings is willingness to go inside and do work, to play near the goal.
And that one's good. Antetokounmpo.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Maxey, and slam dunk by Maxey.
Check out Maxey with the throwdown. Boy, he can get off the ground quick.
Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Fires from the wing. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. 76ers lead by 3. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
We've got George, Kelly Oubre out there with Edwards. Then there's Embiid, and it's Maxey in at the 1. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. The big man Embiid converts inside.
Embiid, such a dominant force inside. That's exactly where his coaches and teammates want him operating.
Shot is good in the 76ers lead. He's got down to 3 points on the bucket from Antetokounmpo. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And now let's swing it over to Allen LaForce on the sideline.
Well, the Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Back to you.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And George kicks to Embiid. Just 5 to shoot. Here's George. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Because of his incredible scoring ability, many consider George to still be a star.
Jackson. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis with the dunk and throwing it down hard.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard it.
Oubre, a screen on Prince. And George kicks to Oubre. Back to George. Oubre, a screen on Prince. George passes to Oubre. Pulls up, high post. The shot by George, no good. Bucks trail by 5. Pass to Turner. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, Embiid comes with a double team. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Philadelphia ball.
The 76ers leading by 5. Maxey kicks to Oubre. Kicks it out to Maxey. Embiid with a screen on Jackson. Maxey into the lane. Here's Oubre. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Oubre's got his first basket.
Always able to see the complete floor. Maxey, great vision.
Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Embiid, no good.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for him. He'll usually convert that.
Using his size, Giannis.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Oubre sets the screen for George. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
And it's Paul George with the foul.
Paul George.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Embiid against Giannis. Good, and a nice assist from Prince. Giannis has got 22.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting box.
And it's sent back by Turner. Jackson looking around. Count that one. And now just a 1-point 76ers lead. Oubre outside. Kicks it out to Maxey. Into the lane. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot from both leagues. They're thinking about the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Guard pair, Porter and Trent. Green is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Sims into the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Trent outside. Rebound Andre Drummond.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Lowry penetrating, and the shot is good. Lowry's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers. Well, you know, Clark, anticipation is key in this NBA game. So often it seems the great ones can see a play ahead.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. It's one of the things I look for in players. How do they see the floor? Do they make passes based on anticipation versus reaction? It's almost like somebody playing checkers and another guy playing chess. The very best players seem to be chess players.
Lowry's shot is good.
I love the smooth shot from Lowry. Keeping it out of the defense's reach with the floater.
Outside, Porter. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Shot clock at 6. They get it again.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Lowry against Porter. Drummond in the post. Kicks it out to Gordon. Drummond with a screen on Green. Walker in the corner. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And it's Drummond missing.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Out to the wing. Portis inside the three-point line. And it's good off the back rim and in. Now just a 3-point Philadelphia lead. Walker is screen on Porter. Lowry passes to Walker. Drummond in the post. Sims there. Outside for Lowry. Drummond with a screen on Porter. Lowry dishes to Drummond. Keeps it alive. Outside, Walker. Drummond with a screen on Portis. Walker the pass to Drummond. Trent with it. Lowry picks him up. Porter looking it over. Going inside. They kick it out to Green. Shoots from the high post. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that.
Drummond sets the screen for Edgecombe. Pass to Drummond. Releases. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
Porter against Lowry. To the inside. Sims. Good D by Drummond. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. 3-point lead. Here's Edgecombe. No good with the layup.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the lead.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Porter against Lowry. Pass to Drummond. It's stolen by Green.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
And Portis throws it down.
The slam from Portis, impressive. Using that size around the rack.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And Giannis gets it to go. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Embiid with a screen on Jackson. To the middle, just beyond the clock, and it's sent back by Turner. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nope. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Milwaukee in the lead. Tyrese Maxey out there with Paul George. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Oubre, and it's Embiid in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Giannis just doesn't stop working. Plays with great energy at both ends. Excellent work on the boards there.
George looking over the floor. Oubre outside. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. The shot by George, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Jackson gets the bucket.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Oubre sets the screen for Edwards. To the paint. There's Embiid, and it's sent back by Turner.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner. Hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
Look out!
Bang!
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Outside Jackson. Giannis sets a screen for Jackson. Oubre outside. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Embiid with the screen on Jackson. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Now Oubre. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Bucks ball.
Bucks leading by 7. Antetokounmpo. Oubre with the rebound. And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
George against Prince. And George, here we go. Oh, the dunk!
Great speed displayed by George on his way to the bucket. Devastating to the defense with those dunking skills of his.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
Got it!
You like Embiid's confidence and willingness to step up in the big moment.
Onto the Kumbo. Embiid there for the rebound. The 76ers trail by 3. Now Oubre.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Layup, no good. Prince looking around. A three-pointer.
The speed with which Prince shoots is amazing. I mean, this guy barely takes any time to let it go.
Here's Embiid. Embiid powers it down.
That's really an outstanding assist, creating a great opportunity inside. You can see the chemistry between those guys.
The shot is good.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Now Maxey. Oubre sets the screen for Maxey. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo. Bucks leading by 6. Turner.
And Turner is exceptionally good.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play.
Personal foul. After review, there is a team stance. At the line for the line.
Now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's just sloppy. I mean, you can't lose control of the ball like that and let it get back across midcourt.
And they know that. I mean, maybe it's a mistake that'll sharpen their focus a little bit going forward.
Onto the Kumbo. Embiid there for the rebound. The 76ers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Maxey fires. It's good.
Tyrese Maxey with a big-time play down the stretch.
Giannis outside.
76ers foul. Joel Embiid. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Cleared away by Turner. Jackson. Oh, what a play inside.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks, leading by 5. Now here's Prince, and the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul a lot sooner.
Torian Prince. 2 shots.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And so the Bucks take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
Kevin, I sense that as
to support your team.
Oh, terrific job, Ellie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable.
for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. Let's check out Milwaukee's starting lineup. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Gary Harris out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at the 3 spot.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Antetokounmpo inside, and he banks in the layup. Looking at these teams tonight, Richard, they are half-court teams, tend to grind out possession.
Oh, it's old school basketball, as they like to say, and it's not the high-flying offenses we're used to seeing. Both teams like to slow it down.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Brown with the steal. And it's Simons penetrating.
Yeah, Simons using his quickness to create, and a slow reaction by the defense.
It's his first trip to the line, and we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Gotta appreciate the decisiveness of Giannis, rolling with purpose after setting the screen. I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Pass to Turner. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The officials were right on top of that one.
The floor is spaced for the Celtics, Richard, and they've launched threes at a record pace.
And when those shots are falling, they are tough to beat. But you live by the 3, die by the 3. Some say they settle when the shot's not falling.
Now here's Simons. The 3. Giannis with the rebound. Driving to the basket, and Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
When Giannis starts to drive, the defense knows it's in trouble. He powers right through them.
Simons passes to Brown. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Try to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Here's Simons after the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. White looking it over. Back to Simons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the wing, Simons. Again, the miss by Boston. Milwaukee leading by 6. Antetokounmpo with it. Picked up by Tatum. Here's Prince. Pass to Turner. Harris outside. From 20 feet. Tatum pulls it in.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. BA?
It sure does. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
There's Tatum with the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got his 4th rebound in this one. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Prince. Harris on the wing. Back to Prince. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Celtics trail by 8. Simons, right side. Again, the miss by Boston.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
There's Simons with a three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Jackson. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Milwaukee earning this break in the action. Up 10. Looking to run whenever they can. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Great offensive energy in that period. They're clearly on a mission.
Can they keep up the pace? Who knows? But they're already in a great position to win this one.
At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Anthony Simons out there with Derek White. And it's Queta in at the center position. That's the Boston 5. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis, a rim rocker.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
You know, for a team that's had deep playoff runs almost every year recently, the Celtics fell short last season.
Well, injuries and other factors played into that. But there's so much parity in the NBA right now. There is no team invincible come playoff time.
14 feet away. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Looked like he just rushed in there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
And the foul on Gary Harris. That's his first foul. Simons outside. Fires top of the key. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Here's Jackson. The rebound by Jason Tatum. And it's Simons with the ball for the Celtics. 6-point game. Fires at the elbow, and that one drops. Simons got 6 points in the quarter.
And Simons is a shoot-first kind of player, especially when he's operating from the mid-range.
Antetokounmpo, left side. Oh, down low, the Greek freak.
Give a good player a good look, and you know what the outcome will be.
Simons against Jackson. Here's the pick. The teardrop. Anthony Simons again. Simons has got 12.
Yeah, what touch from Simons. That floater is a must for any scoring guard.
And that one drops for him. And the Bucks lead by 6.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on White. Here's Harris. Yep, that one goes. Harris has got his first 2 points. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Here's Brown. Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
Come on, Jalen, that's just ridiculous.
The Bucks leading by 6. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, BA, he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot. He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
And there's the screen. Here's Brown. Oh, and Turner with a block.
A ferocious shot blocker, Turner provides a sense of security to the rest of his teammates.
For Boston, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. Oh, Brown's gonna go get it. Drops in the layup for 2. He has 6. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Hauled in by Brown. Pass to Prince. Screen by Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. Goes back up. Antetokounmpo. Oh, Oh, the follow by Giannis.
And just tremendous putback ability. Giannis with that length and agility, just unstoppable.
Simon's shot is good.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Jackson with it. Puts up a three. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 5 rebounds in the game. White finds Tatum. Back to White. Off with the layup.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. The Bucks on top, up by 6. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot period. Their measurement of the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. Manning the backcourt, it's Porter and Trent Jr. Bobby Portis out there with Green, and it's Sims in at the 5 spot. And we've seen numerous near contenders go all in on trades. But it doesn't always work out that way.
No, especially lately. I can think of 3 or 4 different deals. They didn't pan out quite the way the teams had hoped.
Portis with the steal. Outside Porter. Portis a screen. Right wing. To the middle. Here's Sims. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 8.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Pritchard, no good. And so it's Portis who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Sims, the pass to Portis. Rebound Boston. Yes, Peyton Pritchard doing it at the NBA level. And he was a beast in the college ranks too, Richard.
All-time leader in games played, minutes, and assists in his conference. The only player to reach 1,900 points, 600 assists, and 500 rebounds in the conference. You know, that's pretty tough.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Back to you.
Stay dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Portis with a screen on Pritchard. Porter, the pass to Trent. Outside for Green. Trent outside. No good from outside.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Minot. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Porter. And Boucher with the block. Portis outside. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Portis a screen. Green, the pass to Trent. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Trent's got his first 3 points of the game.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Boucher can't connect from short range.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Pass to Porter. Nice move. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
After the review, the ruling
The play is under video review under NBA
Foul
rules.
call still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry. Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Pass to Walsh. With the floater, and he lays it in. Now just a 3-point Bucks lead.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Trent from long range. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Bucks on top. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Milwaukee leading by 3. Tatum at the 4 with Kata in at the 5. White and Brown are the wingmen, and it's Simons in at the 1. That's the Boston 5.
I think I've lost track of how many of their possessions have ended exactly like that.
Efficiency is key, especially down the stretch.
Releases. And there's Jackson on the assist by Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks lead by 7.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
And the foul on Gary Harris. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Milwaukee on D. They've led by as much as 10. On the wing, Simons. Defended by Jackson. Kick out to Brown. Just 4 to shoot. The rebound by Turner.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Prince against Simons. The 3 is up. Prince with the bucket. Prince has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And down it goes. 2 points.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
Here's Jackson. Kata pulls it in. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Tatum. Oh, goodness! Jason Tatum!
First step by Tatum, but look out!
Harris against Simons. Turner, a screen on Simons. Harris misses.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
He gets it to go!
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's the pass to Brown. There's the drive. Oh, kept alive for Boston. Now Simons. Let's loose for 3. The triple drop.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Antetokounmpo. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots.
They set the pick. Outside Simons. All alone. Nice! That was good.
What a make by Simons. Ready to produce under pressure.
Tatum against Antetokounmpo. Cash it in!
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I can sign a Tingo and put a few buckets on this guy.
Simons! No good. Couldn't tie it up.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
Oh no, that was a huge turnover. That cannot happen at this point in the game.
Tatum against Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
And finally, after trailing for so long, they've leveled the score late here in the fourth.
And even when time was starting to run short, there was no panic. They kept their focus and went about their business.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
There's a screen. Simons.
This kid has it. Simons, big late in the game.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. From 13 feet. Brown pulls down the board. And here are the Celtics. They're on a 16-6 run. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson against Simons. Oh, stolen by Turner. Here's Prince. That'll count. Ooh, the three doesn't go. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we've got more action coming your way. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Gary Harris out there with Jackson. And it's Prince in at the three, the small forward. Yes, sir! It's good!
Gotta be encouraged watching Turner shoot with conviction, realizing his team trusts him to take these fast shots.
There's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Boucher's checked in for Tatum. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis striding in. Jackson outside. Misses the three.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Simons. Now Brown. Whoa! Brown with a huge slam.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Simons. Clock at 6. Now Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Brown. And Boston pushing it up now. White. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Rebounded by Antetokounmpo. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. It's Prince on the wing, defended by Brown. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Brown. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And the defense did just enough to bother that dunk attempt.
Outside Tatum. Brown on the wing. Tatum outside to take the lead. And misses.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Now Jackson shoots a three. Money from three.
Oh, easy money. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively.
And the game has come down to this. They need a score, or you can practically call it quits.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. White outside. Takes a three. Oh, missed on the tray. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Jason Tatum, first personal foul, 17 foul.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
Miles Turner.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much do it.
And Boston calls time here. They're behind by 5. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
So we see the Bucks get the win here. Things looked a little uneven. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For
I'm looking forward to this trade to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Tyrese Maxey, Oubre out there with Edwards. Then there's Embiid, and it's George in at the two-guard position. Now, here's George after the miss from Derek White. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Embiid with a screen on Brown. And George, here we go.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Now, here's Simons. The kick out to Brown. Tatum setting the pick for Brown. And Brown throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of it.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Free throw good, Maxey. Hey, Stan, how about the Boston Celtics? Back-to-back 60-win seasons.
Well, Kevin, winning 50 is a great season. 60 wins is simply incredible. We have lots of regular seasons where no team wins 60. Credit Joe Mazzulla, his staff, and players for keeping this thing rolling.
Embiid with the steal. Oubre passes to George. Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
Great move by Tatum. Getting to the rim and throwing it down.
Maxey kicks to Embiid. Takes a three. The rebound by Tatum.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Simons. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. In the corner, George with it. Embiid sets the pick for George. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it.
There's the pick. Simons from outside. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 3-point lead. And he drops it in from the low post. Maxey's got 5 points so far.
Oh, what a sweet shot by Maxey. Not putting too much behind it. Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
2 minutes.
Back to Edwards. Stolen by Tatum. Here's Simons. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
This is why you got to keep pace with Simons, because once he's got a step on you, you're finished.
Boston is gone 0-2 from deep here. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kev. Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Back to you, Kevin.
You absolutely love that confidence. Okay, Allie, we thank you. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Yeah, the closer Tatum gets, the easier it is for him. His touch is just so good.
And they double up Embiid. Outside for George. Back to Embiid. Edwards, a screen on White. 5 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Up again. Kicks it out to Maxey. Second shot opportunity. George finds Embiid. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Celtics have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. And Simons, here we go. He gets that one.
So quick. Simons using that burst to get to the rim.
The 76ers trail by 3. Maxey passes to Embiid. Back to Maxey. From deep, George kept alive. Here's Embiid. Banked in off the glass. Embiid's got 6.
Well, that's a great effort. Unwilling to let that possession die.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
On the block, it's Tatum with Kata. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
6 to shoot. They set the pick. Here's Brown. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Oubre, a screen on White. George passes to Oubre. Tatum with it. Maxey covering. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Simons, the pass to Kata, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Well, when Simons is making plays for others, this offense becomes even more dangerous.
In the corner, it's Oubre. Outside, Edwards. Oubre against White, intercepted. Outside, Simons. Here's Brown. Outside, Tatum. And Tatum slams it home.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
You got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Maxey.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Simons, the pass to Kata, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. GA here about 3 levels scored. But is it just 3 levels?
That's a great point. Kevin, you've got guys with...
And now, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
At the line for the 76ers, Paul George, 2 shots. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules.
Stance.
There will be 2 minutes.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
Celtics making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Drummond's checked in. The throw good, Paul George.
And George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Celtics leading by 5. Simon surveying the D. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And here's Maxey outside. Here's Drummond. And Boston with the rebound.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Round kicks to Boucher. Pass to Simons. Clock at 6. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
What a good finish inside. Simons is such a talented scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half. George against Simon. Pass to Boucher. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers trail by 6. George passes to Maxey. And here's Oubre. Maxey kicks to Edwards. Good on the 3-point shot. Edwards got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, clever pass there from Maxey. So good at finding his teammates.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Tatum setting the pick for Simon. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Yeah, we're seeing Simons unleashed on offense. He's in a groove, and his team is helping to keep him in.
Yes, that goes in. And now a 7-point Boston lead.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Yeah, a skilled player can work around the mismatch. He's used to dealing with larger guys.
And here's Maxey outside. That'll do it for the first half. Celtics lead by 7. And let's hear from Alan. Hey, Alan, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
And get ready for your Pocket Fight Arena Entertainment.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Lowry out there with Edgecombe. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Jabari Walker. And it's Drummond in at the 5. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum says JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back to you guys.
A dangerous duo for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Shot clock at 6. And Drummond throws it down.
So much force. Easy Easy money for Drummond.
Here's Minot, guarded by Walker. Lets a floater go. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Pass to Walsh. Outside, Simons. And that one, good. Simons has got the lead up to 9 now for the Celtics.
Textbook pick and roll. Simons is a natural at running these sets.
To the paint, here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Back to Simons. There's a screen. It's rebounded by Kyle Lowry.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunity.
The 76ers shooting their fifth free throw of the game here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Anthony Simons. Boucher with the steal. Pritchard with the ball, and it's Gordon picking him up. Hauser trains the three-pointer. Hauser's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And he drives in.
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Looks for Walker. Gets it to him. And Boucher sends it back. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Pass to Minot. Now Pritchard. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. The 76ers trail by 7. Drummond finds Walker. Back to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. The call will be against B.J. Edgecombe. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Boucher up top, guarded by Walker. Boucher passes to Pritchard. Boucher with a screen on Lowry. Here's Pritchard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Minot. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Lowry kicks to Walker. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Back to Walker. They double team Walker. Lowry can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 7.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Here's Walker. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Celtics up by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Anthony Simons out there with White. And it's Queta in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston 5. Oubre sets the screen for George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And holding nothing back there. George gives the dunk his all.
Here's Brown. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Back to Maxey. It's stolen by White. Here's Simons. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Oubre, a screen on White. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Maxey.
And Maxey's guys encourage him to attack whenever he can, because his first step is so explosive.
Outside, Simon. Tatum setting the pick for Simon. It's tipped. Oubre with the steal. Out to Edwards. Pass to Embiid. Embiid punches it down.
What a scary sight. Joel Embiid with all that momentum taking it to the hoop, looking like a freight train.
There's the screen. Brown drives in. Oh, what a finish.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid's speed, so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
Brown outside.
Don't try to throw down on his team. It just gets them fired up.
And that's the result. They launch an assault on the basket. And he gets it to go.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Outside Brown. 6 to shoot. Here's Queta, guarded by Embiid, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
To take the lead, and he figures it out with the lay-in.
So poised in these situations. Love seeing Maxey rise to the occasion and knock that one down.
Now Simon. Paul George with the steal. Here's Oubre. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Maxey against Simon. 5 on the clock. Oh, the dunk!
Not willing to turn down a challenge. Maxey, wow.
Simons with the ball. Now defended by Oubre. And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Chris Boucher's checked in for the Celtics. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked to the team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. And it misses.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Here's Maxey. And Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Philadelphia with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Outside, Oubre. Embiid with the screen on Tatum. Now Embiid. Outside, Maxey. Now Embiid. Boucher with the rebound. White fires, and there's the three.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Jason Tatum, first personal foul. Second team.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ballgame.
Hey, talk about a cool customer. Icing this one with some clutch free throws.
Timeout called the Celtics. They're trailing by 4. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over until it's over. Yeah, but I don't know.
White. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. A truly gutsy performance. Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. Here with Stan Van.
on 2K Sports. A look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Joel Embiid, George out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Kelly Oubre, and it's Edwards in at the 3 slot. And for the Bucks, inside they have Giannis and Turner. Jackson out there with Gary Harris, and it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Harris outside. 2 elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
So it's Philadelphia now. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Out to Oubre. Shot clock at 6. And the jam by George.
George's athleticism has always been a strength. Not many guys can pull off that dunk.
Antetokounmpo, that's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now here's Maxey. To the left wing. Picked by Oubre. On the attack, Embiid. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
It's a scary sight when Embiid's coming down the lane. Not a man you want to get in the way of.
Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the dunk.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Edwards, the pass to Embiid. Good. The assist goes to Edwards.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
Embiid against Antetokounmpo. Off target at the rim. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Embiid finds Edwards. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. We talked about the strategy tonight, particularly against Joel Embiid. He said, quote, "I told my guys to get as physical as they want," adding, "He's not a guy you can guard gently. He demands that you get aggressive." Hopefully that assertive defense gets coach the results he's looking for. Back over to you, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Antetokounmpo, and they pick up 2.
Yeah, and this speaks to how strong Giannis is. Able to still convert despite the physical defense.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. Philadelphia leading by 3. 1:52 left in the first. Embiid misses. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. Out to the right wing. And here's Turner. No points so far. They get the rebound. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
And man, does Giannis work hard on the glass. Being rewarded for his efforts right there.
Maxey against Prince. Embiid, a screen on Prince. Pass to Embiid. Jacks up a 3. And another miss by Philadelphia.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Philadelphia has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Turner, a screen on Edwards. Pass to Turner. Back to Prince. Fires the 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Good find there by Turner. He sees an opening and swiftly feeds the ready shooter.
George scanning the floor. Outside Maxey. To end the run. Lays it up and banks it in.
Ooh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
And the shot goes down. Antetokounmpo has got 13 now.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
And Embiid throws it down.
Both teams are hot. This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Milwaukee. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Yeah, when you get a second chance opportunity here or there, it starts to add up.
Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Jackson out there with Gary Harris. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Embiid misses. Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boats taking on water and tough decisions are required.
First team foul.
Off the inbound. Giannis with the finish.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek Freak is on fire.
George passes to Edwards. Back to George. Embiid, a screen on Harris. George. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo inside. Embiid covers. And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped. In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Antetokounmpo against Embiid. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation. 76ers ball.
The 76ers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Maxey passes to Oubre. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Milwaukee on D. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. High arcing shot.
Capable of defending every position on the floor. Giannis's long arms and athleticism wreak havoc on this end.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. It's Prince on the wing. Maxey covering. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. Tim, these recent injuries robbing Embiid of prime years. 7 straight All-Star appearances up to 2025.
Yeah, B.A., for a player his size that moves as quickly as he does, it seems like it put a tremendous amount of strain on those lower extremities. It's a common theme in this league.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And the basket by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 6 here in the quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Antetokounmpo against George. Edwards a screen on Prince. Oubre passes to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Oh, don't let Giannis in.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Stripped it away. And the Bucks pushing it up now. And, oh, he just slams it over Paul George.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Maxey, that's good.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Soft touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 25 points.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
Pass to Embiid. Oh, Embiid with the flush.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
Harris against Maxey. Harris outside. 6 to shoot. Screen by Antetokounmpo. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. He's got 27.
Oh, he is so confident with the ball in his hands. Giannis can practically make magic happen.
Edwards for 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Bucks, absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Amazing stunts from your pocket by Arena Entertainment.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
And you are going to see this defense now switch things up against him, but he has the skill set to counter that.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. We've got Edgecombe. Eric Gordon is out there with Jabari Walker. Then it's Andre Drummond. And it's Lowry in at the 1. Milwaukee leading by 4. To the inside. Walker with the steal. Up the floor. And Drummond with the jam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel in any sport. You agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
Gordon down low, working on Green. Drummond inside for the lead. No luck on that one.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Trent, the pass to Sims. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And the Bucks lead by 3.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Drummond, the screen on Porter. Lowry, the pass to Drummond.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. And that one falls for Drummond.
At the line for the 76ers.
That one misses. And the Bucks shooting 65%. Their offense has been on another level.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Milwaukee shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. And that one misses. 76ers trail by 4. Pass to Edgecombe. Philadelphia moving it around. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Milwaukee ball.
The Bucks have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, VA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Trent outside. He shoots again. Sims can't get it to go. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
And welcome to the floor, your forward forward.
Bonus checked in for Philadelphia.
Philadelphia substitution, number 30.
76ers trail by 4. Lowry outside. The kick out to Walker. Pass to Edgecombe. There's a screen. Inside. Here's Bona. Here's Edgecombe. Takes the three. Second shot opportunity. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on A.J. Green.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Portis with a screen on Lowry. Here's Porter. Yep, count it. Porter's got his first points of the game.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Pass to Walker. Gordon outside. Down low. Here's Bona. The rebound by Sims.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Entering the league, Porter Jr. was a scoring guard type, but he's morphed into more of a ball handler. Very impressive.
Walker finds Gordon. Out to Lowry. Clock at 6. Philadelphia needs to get off a shot. And the jam by Walker.
And just a shrewd pass by Lowry. He has a gift for seeing what's happening on the floor and finding shooters.
Here's the floater. Sims can't get it to go. 76ers trail by 5. Pass to Bona. Lowry surveys the D. Walker. And the jam by Walker.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
That one's good. Sims.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
Pass to Bona. Here's Edgecombe. Guarded by Trent. Walker, a screen on Trent. Going inside. Here's Edgecombe. The rebound by Sims. Sims has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. Here's Portis. Philadelphia grabs the miss. 15 seconds left in the third. Gordon, the pass to Walker. That one goes in. Walker's got 6 points in the quarter. Pass to Sims. Gordon with a steal. To the tie. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Manning the backcourt, it's Porter and Trent Jr. Bobby Portis out there with A.J. Green. And it's Sims in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Group out there, and the 76ers with some changes. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Milwaukee on D. It's a 5-point game. Up top, Embiid. Turner covers. Offensive rebound. Second chance effort. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
And they have made a commitment to crash the glass. They are getting second chance points and playing with force on the offensive end.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Count that one. Antetokounmpo has got 29.
I think I've lost track of how many of their possessions have ended exactly like that.
And the way he's scoring is impressive. He's doing it with great efficiency.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Here's Maxey. Here he goes. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
You know, you have to love how strong Maxey takes it inside. Feels like he can beat everyone to the cup.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Philadelphia grabs the miss. On the attack, Oubre. Up again. Embiid. Oh, and Turner with a block.
A ferocious shot blocker. Turner provides a sense of security to the rest of his teammates.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
The Bucks leading by 3. Antetokounmpo up top. Embiid covers. Antetokounmpo. Bam! Antetokounmpo has got 4 points this quarter.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Drummond inside. Antetokounmpo covering. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam!
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Shot clock at 6. Here's Oubre. Outside George. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Prince. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Oubre. Oh yeah! That's good!
That screen left a little to be desired, but it provided a sliver of space, and that's all he needed.
Embiid, a screen on Prince. Now Embiid. Outside Oubre. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Embiid. Antetokounmpo with a rebound.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Now Turner puts up the tray. The putback. Oh, the foul by Giannis.
And he's just not going to take any chances on his putbacks. When the Greek freak gets his hands on it, he's going straight to the rim.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
14 foul.
Here's Maxey. Embiid, a screen on Jackson. Jackson against Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Goes again. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Gary Harris.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6. And he's unable to get the second one.
Well, I'm sure he wanted to hit all of them, but he was still able to chip away a little bit more at this lead.
He drills the wide open jumper.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the the brink of putting this game away.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Turner attacking.
What an athletic drive from the big fella. Plays like that will help open up Turner's game offensively.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he ends up making the second. And that increases the lead to 6.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Well, this is where you are going to lean on your go-to scorer.
Harris outside. Now on to Kumpo. Quick 2. Oh, net.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. George buries it from outside. Oh, George with a steal.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
They're going to have to act quickly right here.
In a game this tight and this late, that level of defense.
Oh, how about that?
Oh, out of my way.
You expect this from an MVP like Giannis. He never gives up on the game. Woo! Gotta love it. And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
And Andre Drummond is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so it will head to the line for 2. And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. And Philadelphia calls time here. They're trailing by 4. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
I mean, they're still battling, but this one is just about official.
Philadelphia substitution. Number 33, Walker.
Maxey fires. And he powers it down. One-handed.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he...
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that about wraps it up with Tim.
to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Cato. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. You know, when you break down these teams, Greg, they are excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, so let's give credit to their coaches. They prepare their teams well, motivating their guys to give that consistent effort.
Here's Giannis after the basket by Boston. Jason Tatum grabs the board.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Basket good.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
From deep, Trent. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
This guy is such a gifted offensive player. Jason Tatum, tough to handle off the dribble drive.
Here's Turner. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And it's Simons missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Boston has possession. And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
You can see Jason Tatum not letting the pressure get to him, just calmly sinking the bucket.
Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable, playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Oh, my goodness. Jason Tatum, you've got to be kidding me. How pretty was that?
Here's Jackson, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on White. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him, and he said we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive enforcement.
It's Trent on the wing. Here's Giannis. Got a hand on it. Right side Tatum. Uncovered. Again, the Celtics good for two.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Tatum drives in. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Oh, boy, he attacks, but how about that rim protection? That is so good.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And the long strides of Antetokounmpo. Once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 10. A three. Tatum with another miss. Milwaukee leading by 3. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Tries again, and Tatum pulls it down. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Simons doesn't go that time. The Bucks have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Here's Antetokounmpo. Misses the layup. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Foul. Jackson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 21 seconds left in the first. They set the pick. Fires the three. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Pass to Prince. From past the arc, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight, and his... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the floor for Boston, the wing pairing, it's White and Brown. On the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. And it's Simons in at the point.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And a guy who has a quick release and has distance to his shots. Derek Whitehorse converts his chances.
You know what, Kev? There's so many things to love about Derek White. He's arguably the greatest shot-blocking guard in the league. He has a knack for making big shots, and the thing that maybe is most impressive is he gets past grenades at the end of a shot clock and has the temperament to stand in and deliver.
Now here's Jackson. He has 6. Pass to Trent. Just 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's White. No good on the triple. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Oh!
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Here's Giannis!
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Giannis drives in. The shot's good. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
And on the drive, Giannis, he can be so disruptive, just muscling his way through the defense.
And it's White missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. And last season, yet again, 60-plus wins, Greg, for the Celtics. One of the elite teams clearly in the league.
And the only concern was perhaps a tendency towards complacency, but after coming up short last season and with Tatum sidelined, some adversity to spark their competitive fire.
Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Prince. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Kevin, back to you.
You'll love to hear it. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 1:18 left now here in the second. 3-pointers, Simon. Here's Kata.
And And this is why this team considers Turner a defensive stalwart. Long arms, quick feet, the ability to contest shooters. Really good defense.
Down low. And it's Giannis missing.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open, yet somehow comes away empty.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Now here's Jackson. He's got 6. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Out to Turner. Pass to Trent. 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. And no good. Great D that time from Tatum. Brown outside. Pulls it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Milwaukee heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Right back after this break. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We've got Harris. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
After the ruling on the floor.
Action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That free throw, no good. You know, Doris, here's a question for you. Is there a reason why we see so many point guards become head coaches?
I do believe, Kevin, obviously as a point guard, you are responsible on both ends of the floor. On the offense for knowing all of the sets and where every single guy is positioned. On the defensive end, you're the lead communicator. You are at the point of attack. So it makes perfect sense to me that they become head coaches.
Porter, no luck. Celtics trail by 6. With the shot, Hauser misses. Now Green fires the 3, and Portis throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Pritchard against Porter. Nifty move. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Portis. Launches a 3. The offensive rebound. Sims. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Bucks leading by 10. And he makes that one. Porter's got his second basket.
Boy, they don't waste any time on that inbound play. Very little the defense can do to react to that one.
Here's Pritchard. That one goes. Counted.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Here's Porter. Off target at the rim. Celtics trail by 10. Here's Hauser. Hands it from downtown. Hauser's got 7 points in the game.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And Porter, here we go. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second person. Love the show of tenacity on the drive. Porter Jr. just forcing the defender's hand.
And Porter drops them both. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Hauser. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Three-pointer, Pritchard. Bangs home the trifecta. Pritchard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Some shooters might overthink a wide-open shot. Not this guy.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. Can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Guys?
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. So it's Boston now, after Gary Harris made that last three-pointer. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Hauser. 6 on the shot clock. Count that bucket. 9 points in the game so far. Milwaukee leading by 9. To the inside. Sims. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Pritchard way outside. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for Milwaukee. The three. He can't get that one. Celtics trail by 11. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's the three. Sings with the rebound. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Green, the pass to Porter. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Bucks on top. They lead by 11. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Milwaukee leading by 11 on the floor for Boston. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Anthony Simons out there with Derek White. And it's Queta in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's White. A three-pointer, no good. White's gone just 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Porter with the drive. And that one, good. Porter's got the lead up to 13 now for Milwaukee.
I just like the commitment from Porter Jr., refusing to let the D get the better of him.
Here's Simons. It's good. The Bucks shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Here's Porter. Pass to Sims. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And the Bucks lead by 13.
As he's gotten older, we've seen KPJ become a willing passer. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And then Porter hit the jam.
This young man is unreal. I mean, can you believe that?
And Simons wide open. He'll fight. Hits the three-point bomb.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Here's Porter. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And you love Porter's effort level on offense. He works hard to find his shot.
That's a 2 from Simons. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Porter can't get that one to fall. Celtics trail by 12. And stolen by Portis. With the teardrop. 2 points. That one goes. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
They set the pick. Porter. And the defense successful, forcing him into a tough one. Simons surveying the D. Buries the deep ball.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Tosses it up. And the excellent defensive pressure does the job. Porter. It's Portis. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
Outside Simons. Shoots the 3. And it's off. Bucks leading by 11. Outside Green. From deep. And down goes the 3.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Bucks.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
Outside Portis. Fires from way outside. Another shot. Rebounded by Tatum. 27 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And Harris will pull it down. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. Some good moments, Trent.
Giannis, congratulations.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.